You may notice that some memories you watch from without like a movie, and others you experience from inside, as if you were really there. For this exercise, I'd like you to step all of the way into the memory. Imagine that you could step into it like putting on a pair of pants or a pair of boots. Step all of the way into it and begin to see it with your own eyes and hear it with your own ears and feel it with your other senses. Notice how different that is from just an abstract memory. Now, I don't know if you're hearing it, or seeing it, or feeling it. It doesn't really matter as long as you step into it and begin to re-experience it from within your own body. And if you're seeing it, I'd like you to make it bigger and brighter and closer. Imagine that like a TV screen or a movie screen, you could make it much taller and much wider, much closer. And you'll notice that there's a specific size that makes it feel wonderful without being overwhelming. Adjust the size and the brightness of the image so that it's just right in terms of making the experience stronger and more pleasant. Make it brighter, just bright enough. Imagine as if a TV you can turn up the brightness or turn down the brightness. You can make the brightness just right so that the intensity of the experience increases and it feels even more like you're there. And you may want to notice whether the picture is two-dimensional or three-dimensional. It may have the feel of that even if you can't yet see it. And if it's two-dimensional, make it three-dimensional. And notice how that changes. Notice whether it's a still picture or a moving picture. And if it's a still picture, allow it to move naturally. And as it begins to move, turn on the sound and turn up the volume of the memory. Notice the sounds that go along with this memory. Notice what you heard there, and how the sounds move with the actions of the figures. Notice the difference between speech and music and noises. Notice the directions from which the sounds come. How some are related to the things that you're actually paying attention to, and others are off in the background. As you pay attention to the richness of the sound, begin to notice with your eyes that there are distances. Some things are closer than others. Some things are in focus, some things are out of focus. You can look around and notice all of the things that were there in that memory at that time. And as you notice those things, and that they are the sources of the various sounds, you may become aware of the temperature, of the smells, of the other senses that are available to you in this experience. Take a breath through your nose and smell what you smelled there, and notice, really notice, how smelling what you smelled there intensifies the experience of being there now. That's right. All the way into that experience, and as you notice that you can see what you saw and hear what you heard, and begin to feel what you felt.
Danger, 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 danger.
Allow your body to move into the same kinds of positions, the same patterns of muscular tension and relaxation that you had at that time. Adjust your head and your neck and your back so that you feel the same kinds of tensions and relaxations that you felt then.
Danger.
Pay attention to your face and how you held your face as you enjoyed that experience now. And allow your face to move.
Now this is the
same
legendary
time. And as you do that, notice how the intensity of the memory increases, the feeling of being very present there
Now this is the dynamic fashion
increases and grows, and you may even begin to feel a place in your body where the whole experience is warmer, deeper, brighter, better, in a way that can surprise and delight you. And you can turn your attention to the center of that feeling, to the very best part of that feeling. And you can begin to notice how it moves, whether it pulses or flows, whether it turns clockwise or counterclockwise. Find the center. Find the place where it starts and how it moves through your body. And as you do that, allow it to cycle back through itself. Whether it makes a complete circle or not, cycle it back through itself so that it multiplies and grows. You can begin to spin it through its own origin, so that as it spins and spins and spins, the feeling grows stronger and stronger. And as the feeling intensifies, the experience of being there at first intensifies and then begins to flicker and fade as the feeling itself grows and increases. That's right. And you can rest down into the very best part of that feeling, noticing how it flows and pulses, what color the feeling may be, whether it sparkles, whether it hums or makes a noise. Allow yourself to rest down into the very best part of that feeling, resting all the way down so the memory fades, the sounds fade, the world moves into the distance, and you find yourself floating and drifting in perfect bliss, safety, and rest. And you may notice that as you gently turn your attention to the various dimensions of this feeling now, that you can control the depth and the quality of the experience just by gently resting your attention into the very best part. Gently turn your attention to the best part of this feeling. And notice how, as you choose to do that, the experience grows deeper
Danger. Danger.
and stronger,
Danger.
Danger. Deeper. That's right. And you can rest all the way down, safely into the very best part, knowing that as you let go, it deepens,
Danger.
and as you take hold of it, it lightens. Notice that. Focus more purposefully.
Now this is the originated
Notice how the state
Adidas.
rest down into the very best part of it. That's right.